Hello everyone, thanks for joining our digital innovation talks and a very warm welcome to today's session. My name is Sophie Borgne. I'm leading Schneider Electric digital plant line of business, a part of our industrial automation business in which we sell automation and digital transformation solutions for hybrid and discrete industries. In this session, we are going to explore how you can leverage remote management to go through the crisis and prepare for the future. Businesses have had to quickly adjust to remotely managing operations while continuing to drive efficiency, even when access to the physical plant was restricted or not desired. How can we utilize IIoT or other technologies to optimize remote management during the crisis and beyond? Industrial operations are adapting to a similar new normal where remote management and secure site access is necessary due to site closures, to maintain social distancing requirements and to minimize the number of people in industrial sites. This means using technology in a smart way, without big investments, to enhance new working requirements, empower workers with more information, no matter if they are in the plant or near a machine, while providing operational insight for business optimization. In a recent paper from PricewaterhouseCoopers, they highlighted the need for industrial manufacturers to devise new ways of working that involve more remote workers and automation on the factory floor. Use of IIoT approaches, including artificial intelligence, are key examples of this shift and are affordable and easy to implement. Let's have a look at workforce empowerment for remotely managing operations. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced industrial business to look at how they are utilizing remote management, if they do at all, to empower their workforce today and look to ways of maintaining or even enhancing their operations in the future. Focusing on your most important asset, your people, is critical. Health and safety must be top priority. It is crucial to ensure measures are in place to allow for a safe working environment. You know, in Schneider Electric, we are ourselves manufacturers. We have a bit over 200 factories all around the world, and we faced the same issue you did, having to work during the crisis, because of course, delivering products to you was critical. So we mobilized the workforce to continue to produce and deliver. But we had to make sure that this workforce was safe. For that, we were happy to leverage all the Schneider Electric portfolio to make sure that first, only the people that actually needed to be on site had to, and a maximum of tasks could be done remotely. And for those people on site, we made everything so that they could respect social distancing. And even for that, there are some technologies that we can use, as we are going to see later in this session. So technology for remote management, like augmented reality, means many of the daily requirements businesses are now facing, like allowing people to be social distance, allowing people to not touch the same equipment. When you are operating on the same machine, well, you need to clean between each shift of operators, and rightfully, operators don't want to touch the same operator screen than the maintenance technician just touched. So those solutions with augmented reality is really helping not to come too close to the equipment, not to have to touch the equipment. Access to remote experts is key as well, because the experts could not travel. So access to remote experts will enable remote support and assist with accelerated learning, remote training, and enhanced operator experience, as well as managing travel restriction and still have experts help remotely. These approaches, like augmented reality and remote access, have been seen as nice to have prior to COVID-19 crisis. Now, they are seen by many as essential, especially given the increased need for remote management. Again, in our plant, when we first deployed augmented reality, it was seen sometimes as a gadget or something nice to show others. But when the crisis came, it was actually one of the technologies that helped us to maintain production. And at that time, it moved from nice to have to really essential. For critical services like food and beverage or water operators, utilizing IIoT-based technology for cyber-secure remote management, the operators and staff can access data and analytics anywhere, at any time. The enhanced analytics and information, now accessible by the industrial workforce, is far more valuable than ever before. It's possible to turn raw production data into clear business insights. Workers are presented with usable information, insights, and actions which tell them what they need to do safely to improve operations. Remote management benefits go beyond just plant workers. Third-party experts and partners can provide remote expertise using secure access and advise plant staff on how to optimize operations. Remote experts can also provide real-time troubleshooting advice, and in the event of a breakdown, help get things running faster. External experts can also leverage technology to provide remote training and support for on-site workers to help maintain operational continuity. I'm excited to now share with you some insight from one of our partners in the Netherlands, Techbinder, who have been utilizing remote management in the past months to help their food and bev customer, a leading industrial bakery, Bakery Depot, get more out of their operations with augmented reality. Welcome Bram from Techbinder and Allard from Bakery Depot.
Hello, my name is Bram van den Boom. I work for Techbinder. We are one of the partners of Schneider Electric who has embedded the Augmented Operator Advisor application in another application we call Smart Field Support. It represents a very valuable part and big part of the application where we bring all types of information to the operators in an augmented way. We chose to work together with Schneider because of their Ecostruxure philosophy, actually, where the technology they develop and the technology they bring to market is so open and easy to embed with other applications. This way, we as a small startup can add value to something that's really strong, and we can drive our business faster and more agile instead of developing all these technologies ourselves. We developed Smart Field Support. It's an application based on the augmented reality application from Schneider Electric, the Augmented Operator Advisor. And what we try to do is to support operators in the field with their work. What we notice is that there is a lack of experience, and it's really challenging to get people trained in an effective manner. And I'm very pleased to have this discussion with Allard. He is one of our customers, and they recently adopted the Smart Field Support application. So Allard, can you introduce yourself and maybe a little bit about the bakery you work for?
Yes, thanks, Bram. I'm Allard Vervoort. I'm project manager for Bakery De Pauw. In 1923, Bakery De Pauw started just as a small village bakery, but through many evolutions, it has grown to one of the largest industrial bakeries in the Netherlands, producing daily fresh bread for traditional supermarkets, but also the online supermarket. We are a technology and data-driven organization to meet the industrial demands and are focused on using technology to meet business challenges. The bakery has a yearly revenue of 25 million a year, and we have a weekly production of 0.3 million breads and 1.8 million buns. representing a market share of around 3% of the Dutch bread market. We have about 100 employees, 4 main production lines, a fleet of 23 trucks, and we're producing bread 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So you were saying that you are encountering quite some challenges, and you've evolved actually quite significant from your start. Can you explain a little bit more about what the day-to-day challenges are and what is changing in the market?
Yes, Bram, the most important challenges of daily fresh bread are the really short shelf life of bread. One day it's expired, last minute orders, just small margins. So everything needs to run really smooth. Because we produce bread only hours before we're selling it, downtime of production lines must be at the minimum. Another challenge we had was that the know-how of some very important but not everyday operations or procedures, like complicated cleaning procedures or malfunctioning solutions, were only in the heads of a small amount of people. So TechBinder helped us implement augmented reality and remote support tools, so more inexperienced operators could use the smart field support to do the same work as experienced operators. With remote support, the head of technical staff or the production manager doesn't need to be on location. So knowledge is more widespread and faster available now. Before we met, we were unaware the AR technology was already applicable for this kind of purposes. So TechBinder helped us to see the values of this kind of technology. The case with the cleaning procedure shows us the possibility of AR. So this is really only the beginning. I think every recurring procedure with some degree of difficulty can be carried out more easily, more safely, and with less risk by less experienced operators.
Cool. So yeah, well, it was really nice to develop this project together with you guys, as we had some challenges as well along the way, because of course COVID-19 came along, and I think so. What helped us a lot is that you as a customer are very straightforward and very open to look for new developments and new technologies to support your business. And on the other hand, it helped us a lot that you helped us driving this project as well. Since we could not go to your site at the beginning, it was very difficult for us to estimate in what type of situation do the operators work, and how can we build something that actually benefit the process. So yeah, actually what we did is we requested Allard to take all the pictures of the factory, and that gave us a great impression on what the situation was these operators needed to work through, and they helped us to really understand the procedures they need to go through. Together with the remote support functionality that is actually in the application, we could then do a couple of FAT tests, factory acceptance tests together, where we found little flaws deducted by the team of Allard. And from there on, we actually managed to deploy a project fully remotely. And I think it's something we are going to do more often, because we see this as a possibility for us as well to go abroad and to deliver all over the world without actually being on location. Can you explain a little bit more about the value that this application brings to your organization at this moment?
Yes, of course, Bram. Training on the job is much easier with smart field support, because you don't need to supervise every move in person. The AR technique appeals to various levels in the organization. So this new technology is really easily accepted. Training employees is always difficult in a 24/7 work environment where there's no room for errors, and time is always of the essence. Because of this smart field support, it will be easier. Another benefit that we've seen is with the logging of completed procedures. Paper checklists are not longer necessary now. We can meet the necessary regulatory requirements because the logging proves that certain procedures are followed completely and with regularity. The procedure where we use smart field support also requires less experienced operators now. So people are able to do higher value at work, while experienced management is not longer bothered by these procedures. So they can focus as well on more value added work. I think other benefits will be seen when we expand the rollout of smart field support. I can imagine that maintenance time would become more efficient, and therefore downtimes will be less and OAA would rise. Even more embedding in existing MES systems and interfaces with machines will give even more opportunity for improvement.
Wow, yeah, that's really nice to hear. And I think you encountered everything that's that this application has to bring. I'm really looking forward to a further cooperation, and I'm looking forward to get the whole plant augmented and help you and your operators to work as efficient and safe as possible.
Likewise, Bram. I think we are at the beginning of something really beautiful.
Nice, good to hear. Thanks a lot.
So thank you very much, Bram from Techbinder and Allard from Bakery Depot for that great insight into your operations and how digitization is helping you empower your workforce through remote management solutions. Scalability of remotely managing operations is important, from an easy to get started approach up to a more comprehensive solution for complex operation. With some simple steps and enhancements, you can start utilizing remote management today. Let's have a look at what are the Schneider Electric solutions that can help you to do so. The first thing you need to establish is a remote access via a cyber-secure connection, specifically designed for industrial business. Secure remote connections allow operators or trusted partners to securely access a machine within your site to perform configuration, commissioning, calibration, online diagnostic or analysis, using, for example, Ecostruxure Control Expert from a remote PC. So if you want to use Ecostruxure Control Expert from a remote PC, it's critical that the connection between this remote PC and the site is secure. To achieve such a secure connection, you can use Ecostruxure Secure Connect Advisor. This is a simple and smart asset monitoring connection for diagnostic and maintenance. Its benefits is improved worker safety, reduced maintenance cost, and fast implementation. If you want a bit more complete solution, you can choose to use our non-intrusive IT connection solution powered by Aviva Insight and Harmony. This solution is made of a mobile access on-premise or in the cloud, a cyber-secure connection, an edge box, which is the gateway that is collecting data and doing some local analytics, and some secondary sensing. So this is a connected out-of-the-box solution to establish remote connectivity. Its benefits are a faster return on investment, an improved operator efficiency, and still reduced maintenance. Now the next step of efficiency is going to be achieved by running some application, running some analytics based on the data you are going to connect remotely. This is what you achieve with remote management via our Ecostruxure advisors and software to put key processes inside into the hands of those who most need it, your operator who are not on site. These changes are not capital or labor intensive, but implementing them on industrial sites can bring significant benefit. One example of it is Ecostruxure Augmented Operator Advisor. This is our augmented reality solution that presents key operating and troubleshooting information superimposed on real-world view of the plant. Hence the augmented reality. You have the reality, which is you are looking at your machine, at your plant, and the augmentation is the information that we are superimposing on the real image. Operators can access this machine or system information from different parts of the plant or even off-site, which helps them comply with social distancing requirements. we recently added a new feature that is called Remote Expert. That is a feature allowing an operator in front of the machine. So it's not touching the machine. There is a social distance that is enabled by the augmented reality for the operator on site. But to get the additional expertise of a remote expert, you just need to activate this function on the application, and you are connected to the remote expert that is guiding you through the operations that you have to make on the machine with some remote guidance thanks to the augmented reality application. Another solution is Aviva Insight software. Aviva Insight software brings together operational and production data, including from IoT and edge devices, for a unified stream of actionable intelligence. Simple to onboard, simple to use, Aviva Insight empowers your workforce with digital services such as equipment utilization, condition management, process graphics, and more. Now, the next level of remote management is to have your whole operation managed remotely. This is what we call Unified Operations Center. This is really avoiding anybody on site. Your control room is not anymore on the site, it's on a different location. And to tell you more about that, I'm really pleased to have Rashesh Moody, Senior Vice President for Monitoring and Control Business Unit at our key partner Aviva, join me now to explain more about our solutions for a more comprehensive long-term solution for remote operation requirements, Aviva Unified Operations Center. Welcome, Rashesh.
Hello, I'm Rashesh Moody from Aviva, and I head Monitoring and Control Business Unit. I'm very excited today to talk about Unified Operations Center and how it helps and enable customers to do remote operations. So let's get started. So first we want to start with customers' requirement, customer needs, and market dynamics. Customers are looking for enterprise visibility. They're looking for collaboration. They're looking for improving efficiency. They're looking for providing actionable guidance. They are requesting safeguarding their supply chain. Particularly in this post-COVID situation, supply chain is becoming extremely important. And this could be applied to any industries in our portfolio. This could be applied to heavy process industries like oil and gas, power, utilities, metal mining. It can apply to food and beverage, CPG, and life sciences. And also this is applicable to infrastructure operations like smart cities, data centers, water wastewater management, smart building, smart facilities, and transportation area. Also within industry perspective, next perspective is about users. All the users within enterprise, from operations area, from the person who is managing equipment, person who is using this information to make a right decision, person from the management perspective, and all the enterprise users. So all this collaboration information, how do we provide the solution to a customer? So what we have done is we have created now industry-specific solution called Unified Operations Center. This solution integrates all our domains of software. We provide software in operations area, engineering area, and performance area. Within operations, our software allows customers to connect to the I/O points, collecting data, visualizing data, analyzing data, and providing actionable guidance to customers to manage better operations. From an engineering perspective, we provide software for customers during the design phase, during the engineer phase, how they design the asset, how they simulate the asset, how do they learn from it, and continue to provide all the pieces to make them right decision for during CapEx building phase of the project. How they create this asset, and we provide, this is a completely EPC value chain. From the performance perspective, we provide software for customers to optimize their supply chain, improve their performance of an asset, increasing reliability, and many more predictive analytics and reducing downtime areas in the performance arena. So this unified operations center integrates majority of these components into one unified solution. It aggregates data, it provides system of system approach for providing in a single version of truth. And also it can connect to existing sites as well as new site as well. So it works with both brownfield and greenfield site. So let me give you an example. You start with real-time operation display. This could be near real-time, data could come from historian, and you build this data from either PLCs, DCS, or IoT sensors. This is our bread and butter, we do everyday basis. Now with this information, it'll be very good for customers to visualize this operational data with engineering data, where engineering data could be 1D, 2D, 3D, could be P&ID diagram, could be all the way to 3D visualization of engineering asset. In combination of this information, customers can see data of adjacent systems, energy management, HSE systems, a number of IT-based applications they could visualize with the context is extremely important here. In addition to engineering and operations data, customer will be also able to see simulation. You'll be able to see predictive analytics. They'll be able to contextualize data from finance and maintenance as well. So you can imagine here, customer will be able to see or provide right information to right person with the right context on the right device. It is extremely important how we provide this information with a context. This is not simply putting data into database and show a couple of dashboard. This is read and write command control type as well. So you could do both ways. You can provide action. There's a workflow engine running in the background and provide information and action to the right person. So within Schneider and Aviva, we have done a very joint project in India as a smart city last year. So these projects allow customers to visualize entire city system in one cohesive command and control center. So here we integrated traffic system, emergency system, water wastewater, smart buildings, parking, lighting, all the core services of city, they could manage it from a central location. This was a brand new green city. And now we are deploying similar solution to 5 more cities. So as you can see, Unified Operations Center can help customers to make real-time decision. They can help them improve performance. They can help them have a single version of truth. This system of system approach is absolutely unique in the market right now. I hope you enjoyed this quick brief overview on Unified Operations Center, and thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rashesh. So you've seen that actually there are a lot of solutions for remote management, where remote can mean a lot of very different distance. So remote management starts as close as a meter away from the machine to allow social distancing, to allow operators not having to touch the screen of an operator panel. Remote management can mean managing your operation from the office area of the plant, avoiding to go on the shop floor, which allows not to have too many people on the shop floor. And remote operation could mean as well to manage your operation from the other side of the country with a unified operation center. If you want to test some of those solutions for yourself, many of those come with pre-trial offers that, well, you can leverage to see for yourself. All those solutions can help you at each stage on the way to recovery for each different step. So in the very short term, you can leverage those solutions to manage with the recovery from the crisis. In the medium term, they can help you to manage the rebound. And in the longer term, they can help you to rethink your operations. Thank you very much to all of you for joining us today.